Hi Pisces, welcome back to your tarot and oracle card reading for the month of September 2021. I want to get right into your messages here as I'm shuffling your cards. One of the things that I was picking up on is you might find yourself a bit distracted, and it kind of feels like it's mostly all up in the mind. I was seeing a lot of thoughts, like ruminating, unable to find your grounding. Like you may struggle with that this month, feeling grounded, feeling like you can get your work done and not have intrusive thoughts come in. I did see this for another sign. So, it could just be that we're picking up on a lot of some of the chaotic energy that's happening around us. And I think that there might be some things that are also coming up in people's individual personal lives where maybe we have some residual wounds that we have to look at. So there's a lot of things just bubbling up to the surface for many different people, not just for Pisces in particular, but just I feel like that's the energy that's happening right now. So for you, Pisces, I think it might be really important for you to spend a lot of time grounding. Maybe this would be a good month to have that spiritual practice, like those daily routines in the mornings and if you already have one of those, just kind of maybe add something to the practice if you already don't feel like it's enough, or, change something up a bit where you really do get that extra time to reground yourself and find your grounding. Because I think for you, Pisces, it's important to be in your flow. I think that's kind of where you thrive, is when you can be in that flow. That's when your best qualities, your best talents, your skills come out, when you really can lose yourself in your work, or lose yourself in something you really care about, or something that you really are passionate about, something that comes naturally to you. And I think that this month you may find yourself frustrated that it's taking a little bit extra effort than what is normal for you to get into that natural state or in that natural space, because you might feel like your energy is being pulled in a lot of different directions. And so it may be a little bit difficult to find your footing or to find that connection with yourself that you normally have. So there might be a lot of like mental fog is what I'm hearing. And so we have the Queen of Cups here in your present situation, crossing with the Hermit. So this tells me that this might be a good month for that rejuvenation, that relaxation, going within. The Hermit is kind of taking a break from things, going back to the drawing board, going within. I'm also hearing consulting a spiritual advisor or someone who can help you sort out the puzzle pieces. I'm seeing now a picture of a bunch of puzzle pieces being thrown out onto the table, and, asking someone to help you put the pieces back together, helping you to kind of sort through something that may be weighing heavily on you, or something that has kind of caused your energy to go a little bit, a little disconnected, or, not normally as grounded as you usually are. And I love that we have the Ten of Pentacles up at the top of the reading here. It may be something that has to do with family, is what I'm hearing, something on the home front. Ten of Pentacles is being focused on having stability, having enough to provide for your family, having enough to provide for yourself, feeling like you're taken care of. So I almost kind of feel like there may be some concerns or a lot of things on your mind concerning the home, or just your basic needs being met, and having more than enough. So you want to make sure that may be your focus this month, is you want to make sure that you're, for some of you, could be like, well, Some of you could be out of a job. So some of you could have had a pay decrease, something in, not saying that will happen to you. What I'm saying is that it could be something that you're worried about or something that's on your mind, something that's already been happening in your life. So don't worry. I'm not saying that something shocking like that's going to happen. 10 of Pentacles is actually usually a pretty good card. So it's a positive card. It means that you have that stability. And I think this month, it's just something that you're thinking about. Will I be safe for the future? Will I have enough for my family? So I think that honestly, you could just be picking up on some of the chaotic energy that's around you. That a lot of us who are very empathic and sensitive can feel a lot of that energy. And sometimes it's hard to know what's ours and what is just, something that's around us. But there is something having to do with something on the money front here, because the 7 of Pentacles we have is like assessing and looking at all that you have built up until now and trying to figure out where we want to allocate our resources. Where do we want to put our energy towards? Do we want to invest in something? I'm seeing that maybe some of you are debating whether you want to move to another place, whether you want to. I'm seeing that on a greater scale, like in the greater scheme of things, there's this undertone of trying to make a significant choice or decision about something. So maybe some of you are debating if you want to move to another place that feels better for you and your family. So maybe there's some of you live in an area where it's kind of chaotic, or it's not really resonating. You maybe don't like the way how things are being done. You don't like, maybe it's too expensive, or you want to get away from the noisy city and you want to move to the country. So there's something about kind of contemplating a big decision or a big move. And I feel like the undertone is, where will I feel the most fulfilled in my life? So this feels more of like it's a mix of maybe not even personal comfort, just like where do I feel like I fit? What fits in terms of what matches my income, what matches my family's beliefs, even what is safer, what's like a safe environment for my family and for myself. So just something that just resonates better for you. Maybe there's an area where it's just not resonating for you anymore. There's something about outgrowing something. So that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on here. See your present emotions, Pisces. Yeah, okay. There may be, because we have the 4 of Pentacles here in your present emotions, and 4 of Pentacles is holding on to what you have, holding on to your resources, not wanting to, and there's also sometimes kind of like this, sometimes it comes with the feeling of being a bit reserved, holding yourself back. And maybe not trusting something, not wanting to put your money into something or your energy into something. Sometimes with 4s, I always sense that there is an undertone of distrust. Like you're trying to hold on to 4 of Pentacles and 4 of Cups is what I always sense, that there's kind of like this, there's like a protective energy there. Because 4s are also about foundations, building strong foundations. Okay, putting down a heavy burden. Okay, yeah. So there is something about shifting into a different place. So it could also be in relationships as well. It could be, maybe there's a relationship that is just not feeling. There is something about a heavy burden coming to an end and needing to rest. Maybe some of you could also have been going through a divorce. Some of you could be going through a really significant life shift. A life change that is requiring you to kind of take some time to go within. The 4 of Swords as well is about kind of retreating and taking some time for yourself. Now, this is in your past situation. This is in your past events. And then we also have the Ace of Wands here. So this is new opportunities, a new journey, so I think that Pisces, you're going through something, a significant ending. We have a lot of tens as well. We have the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and 10 of Wands. So I think that this is a time to, I really feel like you've just went through some big ending here. Let me look. I want to look closer into each of these cards. So let me pick out a clarifying card for the Queen of Cups and the Hermit. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I love that. I love how we have the Hierophant clarifying the Hermit and the Queen of Cups, because the Hierophant also pops up. It's not just, it could be spiritual, like seeking a spiritual advisor, which is something that I did mention before, kind of going within and working through an issue or a problem with somebody who is of, it could be someone you're turning to your religious organization, or you could be going to the, Hierophant is major. It could be big businesses, big corporations, like going to the doctor, or someone in authority. That's the word I'm looking for. Someone kind of in an authority figure. And but I also kind of feel like with the Hierophant, since it's clarifying the Hermit and the Queen of Cups, it kind of feels like you're turning more to source, like you're turning more to your inner guidance. You're turning more to a higher power to find the answers, to find this deeper connection with yourself, to find the answers on how to navigate something. It kind of feels like you are choosing to put something down, choosing to set your boundaries, choosing to strategize on how to move forward. You also have a couple sevens here as well. So we have 7 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles. And sevens I always see as strategy. How am I going to move forward? How am I going to navigate this? Having a plan for the future here. Okay, so let's clarify the 10 of Pentacles. There is this protective energy with the 10 of Pentacles, like you're trying to protect something that's very important to you. So it could be you're protecting your children, your family, your resources from somebody. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So 10 of Air. I really kind of feel like some of you might be going through a divorce. Something significant just ended here. And there's like this heavy burden that you're wanting to put down. It's weighing heavily on you. And there's like this time that you're needing to rest, rejuvenate, and to heal from something that might have been even a toxic situation, or something that really, and I almost kind of feel like it could be something that was all of a sudden for some of you maybe not. But it does kind of feel like it happened so fast. It happened really quickly. Okay, let's do a clarifying for the 4 of Swords. Ace of Air. Wow. Yeah. So new beginnings, finding clarity, finding answers. So going within, having that rest and rejuvenation, and finding some quiet time to think about things, and to clear your mind, and to find a clear direction for how you want to move forward. And then and I feel like you did get that. I feel like you did find some clear answers. So for some of you, you could have gone through some major life change, especially when it comes to either career or the home, and something really heavy, something that really took a toll on you, something that was very stressful, maybe even a lot of emotional turmoil, or it could be betrayal, it could be just something that really heavy is what I'm feeling. It was a heavy thing that you're ready to kind of put down. And I think you really took the time to rest, rejuvenate, go within. And I think you're still kind of in that space But you did that in order to find some answers, to find some clarity on how to move forward in a situation. And I love that we have the Ace of Wands following that, because Ace of Wands is, again, we find some solution to this new journey or this new path. So it's kind of like this sun that comes out and warms us, and it brings like a solution to something that we feel like we're in the dark about. Let's find a clarifying card for the Ace of Wands here. Three of Water. Beautiful. Okay, so maybe you have some support. I kind of feel like you are turning to other people. I feel like you could also be turning to like family members, or you could be turning to, loved ones to kind of help you out. I love Three of Water. Three of Water is support. So maybe you have, I'm kind of seeing friends, like mostly like a girlfriends, or, just like a support team that can help you kind of figure things out and offer you even like temporary solutions on how to at least get started on how you want to move forward from here, or get out of a certain situation, just to kind of help you close that chapter. Let's do Seven of Pentacles here. So now you're kind of, it feels like you found kind of a route of where you want to go, and you're trying to figure out, how am I going to execute this? That's the Seven of Pentacles, is what I'm seeing, is what can I do with what I have? Eight of Air. Okay. So yeah, so feeling trapped, feeling like you can't find a solution, or feeling like something is being blocked, something is not working out the way you want it to. Maybe you've been applying for things and it's not getting approved. Or you want to travel somewhere and you can't go to that place. There's something being blocked, and there's an obstacle in the way. I want to pick one more clarifying card, because I want to know more about this. What does Pisces need to know about the Eight of Air and Seven of Pentacles? Five of Fire. Yeah, it kind of feels like it's a little bit of a tumultuous time right now. Let's see, one more. Seven of Fire. Okay, so kind of going on your own about things. You might feel like you have to kind of find like a creative solution, is what I'm hearing. There's like a creative solution to this, something that is outside the box, something that is unique and different, that it's not like a traditional route. So whatever the situation is, what I'm feeling with the Five of Fire and the Seven of Fire is finding a unique solution. So something that's a little bit kind of like a roundabout way of getting to where you need to go, or where you want to be. Because I think the traditional route, we have the Eight of Air here, which is being blocked, being stuck. But it's actually, there is a solution, because in the traditional tarot, it's usually a woman who is blindfolded, and she kind of has these swords around her. But she's not as blocked as she thinks she is. It's just because she's blindfolded that she can't see that if she were just to walk forward, and she could easily walk around the swords. So it's more about perception. It's a perception of feeling blocked. It's a perception of feeling like having that foggy mind, of not being able to see the solution clearly. But there is one there. It doesn't mean that it's not there just because we can't see it. So I feel like for here, if that's you, if you're resonating with that message, that there is a solution, but it's kind of an alternate. I'm sensing that it's something like an alternate solution, like it's an outside of the box, unconventional type of solution. So, and I think that will that might help you kind of light the way into how you're going to find your way out of a sticky situation, feels like. Okay, Four of Pentacles. What do we need to know about the Four of Pentacles? So holding on to your resources. King of Earth, Moon, Seven of Earth again. Okay. So yeah, so wanting to hold on to your resources. Again, we're looking at the Seven of Earth, which is the Seven of Pentacles that we had earlier, assessing what we have, what can we do with it. And maybe for right now, we're being a bit more careful with how much we're spending on things. We're being careful. We're wanting to hold on to our money, wanting to hold on to our resources, and not wanting to, so like being careful with how much we're spending this month, because it may come in handy later on. So saving something for a rainy day is what I'm feeling. And then King of Earth. So there's a strong focus on stability, because it kind of feels like, even with the Moon card, it kind of feels like there's a bit of the unknown. There is kind of not really sure where I want to go from here. So it feels like you're kind of sitting down and assessing where, I need help to kind of help figure out the solution to something. I did see some of you could also be sitting down at the bank, like with someone to kind of help you figure out where to best put your resources. This really feels like it's all about money, but it's not just money, it's about stability and being safe and secure. It kind of feels like that's your focus this month of September. It doesn't feel, it kind of feels like it's more an inner workings. Like there's a lot going on in your mind. There's a lot going on in your emotions. And so this month I'm hearing like, take it day by day. If it feels overwhelming, make sure you find some time to ground yourself and to reconnect with yourself here. Okay, so Page of Wands, again, creative solutions. There is going to be something, I feel, with the Page of Wands, I see kind of like a light bulb moment. There is something where, and we have the Emperor, which is beautiful. I love that. Emperor is, someone who is very authoritative, someone who is assertive, someone who is kind of helps to, okay, so I'm feeling like this could be someone that comes in to help you, that is kind of like a father figure, or someone who has that masculine, I'm in charge and I know how to navigate through these things. So someone who is well equipped or is experienced in their whatever it is that they're tackling or whatever it is that they're pursuing. It's usually associated with like a father figure. So it could be someone in your life who is a father figure. Doesn't have to be a father, but someone who you see as a father figure to kind of help you find a creative solution to the problem that you're having, or to get yourself out of the sticky situation. So I do see aid and I do see help, and someone that is kind of will serve as a really good support system for you, someone that will help you to feel safe, and someone that will help you kind of carry this heavy load, and help you also figure out a creative solution. Maybe point out things that you haven't seen, or help you point out things that you haven't thought of. So take a look out for that. And if there's someone like that in your life that's giving you advice, maybe that's a good thing to kind of take into consideration there. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands, and this is something in your hopes, dreams, and desires. This is what you're wanting to put down, Ten of Wands. I think there's something that's really built up, and it's become, and if you look at the Ten of Wands, the way he's looking down, it's like he's carrying so much that he can't see in front of him. That is one of the main messages of the Ten of Wands, and this is just about being able to let go and put down. And you have, again, tens. You also have the Ten of Swords here. So it's finally being ready to put a heavy chapter down. Something that is, yeah, okay. So Queen of Air. So this could be something where I feel like this might be you, Pisces, Queen of Air. Queen of Air is usually characterized by someone who I see as someone who has a lot of life experience. So someone who doesn't see life with like rose-colored glasses on. And I love that an owl sits on her shoulder, because owls are always a symbol of wisdom. So it's kind of like we I think that what Spirit is trying to say with the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Air here is, what has this taught you? What kind of lessons has these experiences that you're enduring or you're carrying, what has it taught you about yourself and about your path? And how can we move forward with more wisdom and more knowledge? And how has it transformed you as a person? That's going to be really, really helpful for the healing process this month, Pisces, is to reflect. That when you're taking that time to reflect, to rest, to go within, to do the hermit thing to do, to follow in your intuition and to sit down in a quiet space and to go within and journal, or even talk to like a spiritual advisor or anyone that helps you kind of sort through some of the complex things that are going on within you. I'm seeing that it's going to be an important thing that you focus on this month, to see how it has made you better. See how these difficult things have made you into the person that you are, and has shown you how strong you can be, or how much you can endure and still survive and still get through life, and to overcome things, to show you your own inner strength, is what I'm hearing. So this is going to be a big lesson to also focus on that as well, to also focus on your strength, to focus on how much you have learned up until now and what these certain experiences have taught you. And it's kind of like getting rid of a little bit of that innocence kind of about life, that things don't, sometimes it's really, really hard. And the best we can do is do our best, right? And that has to be enough, that it doesn't have to be perfect, that we just do our best going forward. Okay. Let's look into the Seven of Wands here. So this is about setting boundaries. This is also about strategy. This is about planning. This is about laying certain foundations and figuring out where we want to put our energy and where we want to, kind of pull our energy back from something. Seven of Wands is always about boundaries, though, is what I feel. Boundaries, kind of knowing better. Again, we have the Queen of Air, so kind of like knowing who to trust from here on out, and knowing who has got our back and who doesn't. And again, we have the transformation card. So I kind of feel like maybe for Pisces, maybe there was a situation where there was innocence, that you kind of went into it innocently, kind of trusting someone or trusting a situation. And then, you were kind of shown that there was someone that you couldn't trust. And now you're learning how to set those boundaries, to learn how to trust yourself, learn your own, being able to tap into your own strength, to know that you are powerful. I think that there's a lesson here with the transformation card. I love how there's this like little girl, and she's looking at her hands, and it looks like she's like weaving magic. And it's kind of like being able to be your own best friend here, and having your own back is what I'm hearing. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So we have this card just popped out there. And the World card. I love that we have the World card here, because it really does symbolize the entire reading here. So the World card is the last card in the tarot deck. Let me just grab those cards real quick. We have some cards that fall on the floor. So we have the World card is the last tarot card in the tarot deck. And usually what it means is that it's kind of like you're ready to, it's the ending of a big life lesson. So it's like this big phase in your life that is coming to an end. It's coming to a close. And what I have found is that a lot of times when we are approaching this world stage, that it's kind of like all of the lessons, it's like your final exam, right? So everything that you have learned up until now will start coming to the surface. And it will kind of, and maybe even in some ways we become tested. We life tests us. Have you really learned this? Because if you haven't, then we kind of need to reintroduce this lesson so we can move forward. This is really interesting to me because you also have tens again, and tens are also endings, and endings breed new beginnings. So this is kind of like if it feels like there's a lot going on right now, just know that you are in this world stage. You are in the stage of transforming into a new phase. And sometimes that ending, that like final exam is kind of like a culmination of everything you have learned up until this part in your life, and you're ready to move on to the next thing. It is transformation. It is shifting into a new paradigm. And it's kind of like tying up loose ends, putting things to rest, sorting through things, having a better connection with yourself, going within. So that's kind of the stage that you're in, a very important stage in your life right now, Pisces. There's a lot shifting for you. So I would say, and if I had to give simple advice based off of these cards, is to take it slow and to take it one day at a time, and to know that, you're going through this really big shift right now. And that's why it may feel a bit unstable, and to just have some patience with yourself. Okay, so let's get into some guidance cards here. Guidance card for Pisces, please. Ooh, beautiful spark. I love that. So with this, I heard ideas. So I really feel like in September, you're going to have a solution, or you're going to have a great idea about something. And I think that it will kind of reignite your passion, reignite your enthusiasm, or it will also kind of give you some hope for the future, some hope, something to hold on to that you can go forward with. It'll give you something to work with. So look for the spark, look for the thing that gets you excited this month, because I think that there is something there that you can hold on to that will help you to move forward or propel you forward. I think that's something you can definitely look forward to this month. Look for the spark. Okay. What is Pisces' challenge for the month of September 2021? Simplicity. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense, because there is a lot going on. So it can be a little bit difficult to juggle things. So simplicity is going to be your challenge for the month of September. It's going to be a lot to juggle. And I think that, again, finding that time to rest, rejuvenate, to go within, and this is going to be the most important I feel like the Hierophant, the Hermit, and the Queen of Cups is going to be your method of how you're going to go through each day and how you're going to handle the things that are coming your way. Is to go within, is to find those solutions within yourself, or to also, seek help or seek advice, like the Emperor here, or even the Queen of Air. Or you could be the Queen of Air, where you're kind of going within, assessing what lessons you've learned up until now. But yeah, there could be just a lot going on, and you're feeling it all. So that might be something that shows up for you this month of September. But let's look into what you have coming up, what you can look forward to. What can Pisces look forward to in the month of September 2021? Oh, beautiful. I love that. Pleasure. I'm hearing there's, you may find like there are these little things sprinkled throughout the month that you will find like these sparks of joy or sparks of pleasure. You may find like these little sweet moments with people, or, you go out to lunch with some friends, and it's like a nice little retreat, or it's like a nice little thing to your day that you can that can help you just reset yourself. You may even find that you go go get your hair done, and it's relaxing, and you feel better about yourself because now you look beautiful and are great, and that kind of thing. So with the pleasure card, it kind of feels like there's these little moments throughout the month where you'll feel like you kind of get a break from all the stuff that's going on. What else we got? Flow. Beautiful. And I think I brought up the word flow earlier, where, it's really important for Pisces to have that flow, to be able to find this state of this inner state where you feel like your work is flowing from you or ideas are flowing from you. So that's really good. I love that. I think that it will be there, and I feel like you'll find some forward movement this month. It's a significant month, and it's a month that will push you forward and propel you forward. That's really good. Okay. One more card here for you, Pisces. What is Pisces animal totem for the month of September 2021? Clear out the clutter. Yeah, beautiful. I love that. Clearing out the clutter. Yeah. And I think that, simplifying things, not making things too complicated, only focusing on the important stuff is going to be important for you. So not trying, because there might be a lot of things that are happening in your mind. So there could be ways to manage that, is to clearing out even clutter in your home, like the physical clutter, and also clearing your mind. I think clearing your mind is going to be really important for you. And I think frequent meditations and also talking to someone will really help you to kind of clear out all the stuff that just doesn't need to be there, or holding on to like some certain resentments or emotions or things that just kind of sit there and they're taking up space. So I think this month you may find yourself spending time clearing a lot of the things that you don't need, so you can go forward feeling lighter and feeling better and having more of a clear mind. So that's going to be important for you this month, Pisces. So Pisces, that is your reading for the month of September. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you the best of luck, and I will see you for October. Bye, Pisces.